Hello all, welcome back to my channel Digicourse. My name is Krishna Priya. In this section, we are going to discuss about Rankmath. So we know that Rankmath is a WordPress SEO plugin. Alright. So we are going to discuss about Rankmath today, where you gonna see we gonna cover in this video what is this plugin does and how it can help us, and explain how to install and set it up, configuring the modules in the Rankmath and all. Okay, so before that, what is Rankmath actually? So why we use this Rankmath for? Rankmath is basically used for optimizing your on-page SEO. I can say simply whatever the content you write within your site, if you want to optimize it properly for a search engines, then definitely you must use this Rankmath. Yes, of course, there are many other plugins available in the world, WordPress SEO, Yoast SEO plugin we have, all-in-one SEO plugin we have plenty of various plugins available in order to do optimization properly. So but with the Rankmath we can do an advanced optimization with the content, like we can have advanced schemas, we can have a sitemaps, plenty of things available with the Rankmath. And that's the reason in this video we are going to discuss about how to use this Rankmath for the proper SEO optimization. Now let's see. So here in this video we are going to see how to install a Rankmath, installation of a Rankmath, and connecting and configuring the Rankmath, and some important Rankmath modules which are useful for our websites. Okay, so now let's see. The first process is installing a Rankmath. So first of all, get into your WordPress admin panel. Then left hand side you can see a plugin option. So click add new and then search for Rankmath. Here you can see a search bar. Rank. And there you go. Here you can see the plugin. Please click install now. And activate it. Okay. So once after you install, can you see here? Here it comes. The Rankmath plugin got situated here. Just go to dashboard now. Now we have finished with the installation of Rankmath. So we have seen the installation of Rankmath in a WordPress. So the next thing is setuping. How to set up and how to connect the Rankmath and configure the features in Rankmath. So here, once you click on dashboard, you can see few modules over here. These are a few modules. So make sure the modules, few modules you have to enable that. So let me discuss those modules later. So here you can see option called setup wizard. This is what configuring the Rankmath. Click this setup wizard. Right. So there you go. You can see two steps over here. So whether you want to choose easy way to set up this Rankmath or advanced options. Though you choose a easy way also, you will be able to find out advanced options once after configuration. So better, we'll dive into a little deeper by choosing the advanced options here. Let's go here and then start visit. So even though if you don't set up also, you can use this Rankmath still, but if you go through these options, definitely you will be getting some benefits. Right. So now here this is your website name, right? And what is this website? Here you should give your website informations. Okay, your website is a personal blog or a news website or a personal portfolio, or it's a small business website or a web shop or any other personal website or other business website. So let's go with the business side. So our website is we are of some kind of business. So business type, it's an organization, airline, corporation, middle class, plenty you have local business. So you can choose any of this if it is relevant for your business. So as of now, I'm just going with the organization. Next, company name. So give a name. I gave a name like this. And here comes logo. You should upload your website logo. So let's see, click on this add upload. I'm gonna choose this. The default is social share image. Let's say when someone shared your website in the social medias, or when someone shared your URL in the social media, so at that time by default what would be the preview? So which image you have to show in the social media, so that image you have to choose over here. So whatever the image you choose over here, this image will appear when someone share your website in the social medias. So I'm going to choose again my logo. So better you can go with the logo, so that would represent your business or anyhow. Okay, so again I choose this. And once you're done finishing this, then click on save and continue. Right. So now here you have to connect your Rankmath, save and continue. Right. Sitemap. So we probably know that this sitemap is very useful for any websites, which helps search engines to know the proper structure of our websites. So when a search engines know what is our structure and simply the map of our website, then it would be very easier for a search engines to index our data. So here by default, Rankmath is creating a sitemap for you. So if you don't want, you can toggle it off, but I never ever recommend toggling off. So please make it on. Then include images. So what you want to include in the sitemap? Don't you want search engines to index your images as well? Yes, we all want. So you should make it on. And then public post types. So don't you want search engines, or don't you want these posts to be included in the sitemap? So whatever the stuff included in the sitemap, so Google will index every data. So here I want my public post to be included in the sitemap. And there you go, here you have a public taxonomy. Taxonomies are nothing but categories. So here in the websites we might be having some categories, we might be having some tags and all, right? So if you want them to be indexed as well, then you should have a sitemap. So here, as I already have a sitemap, I am going to include those categories also to be indexed by search engine. So that's the reason I'm choosing it. And finally, once you have done choosing all these things, please click on save and continue. I'm just setuping, what all the things I want, what all the things I don't want. That's it. Right. So here comes some SEO tweaks. Non-index empty category. So here comes, let's say the tags meaning, sorry, categories meaning. In the websites, we will be having a posts, right? So now tell me, Darshan, what is the use of category in the websites? Use
Ma'am,
mm,
categories are used. I mean, are made to be used
mm.
to segregate, bifurcate your. If it's a
Posts,
product
right?
based, then posts, yes, ma'am, so that the user can directly go onto that relevant
It's
page or
simply like
query, ma'am.
categorizing your posts, segregating your data under some folder. It's simply like
Yes, ma'am.
associating your posts under some folder. Let's say you have created a 5 categories. Okay, you have created 5 categories and you have a 10 posts. But all these 10 posts you have categorized only under 4 categories. You have used only 4 categories, and remaining one category is still empty, right? So you haven't associated any post with that one category. So at that time the category would be empty, right? So here that is what we are saying. Do you want to index, or do you want to make Google to find out that empty category even? If yes, choose this. I mean, do you want to make search engines to index your empty category? Then choose this. Otherwise, put it off. So here non-index, that means I am not going to index my empty categories. That is always better. Why? Because you don't have any stuff in the category, so better make Google not to index that stuff. Is on. And here it is no follow external links. So now definitely in our websites or in the content we might be giving some links to our external website. So do you want to follow it? So we have a two types of links, no follow and do follow. So if you follow means your link juice gets passed to the other website. So do you want the external links to be followed or no? So if no, then put it off. If yes, put it on. Okay. So as of now, I don't want to follow any of my external links, so I'll just put it off. That is always recommended, but again it's up to you. It's based on your requirement, you can put it on, put it off. Then here comes open external links in a new tab or window. So let's say when someone click on your app, let's say when someone click on your link, if you want that link to be open in the new tab, then put it on, or else no, then put it off. Okay. Then finally save and continue. Your site is ready. So now done. So we are done with the Rankmath setuping. So just now we have configured few terms in the Rankmath. So we tried setuping the Rankmath. So now click this, return to dashboard. All right. So now we have set up a wizard in the Rankmath. So now let's go through the few modules in Rankmath. So the next step is important Rankmath modules. I'm going to show you how to use few modules in the Rankmath for your websites. So I would like to explain first of all the title and meta. Okay, this option. If you can see here, left hand side, a title and meta. So the name implies titles and descriptions. As you might be already known that how important this title and metas plays a vital role in a search engine optimization. So we very well known that it is very important to have meta titles and meta descriptions. So that we are going to optimize it here. So before I start, let me just give you a simple overview about this plugin, about these options. So I can say it is all about automation darshan. So now let us say in the on-page optimization section, I have shown you how to optimize the content using Rankmath. So single post, right, or single page. If you want to optimize your single post, so how to do that with the Rankmath I have shown you on that day. So there we have to write the title, write the meta description, focus keyword, all the things we have to write it on our own. Like, manually we have to write it again and again for whatever the post we write. But here with the title and meta here, whatever the automation I do, it will by default apply to all the settings of our post and all the settings of our pages here. So whatever you insert over here, that gets applied automatically to our pages and posts. Okay, so it saves your time, simply I can say, instead of editing all the time or all the single posts and all. So you can do default settings over here. This is the main use of these settings. Okay, so now let us see the options one by one. The first thing is global meta. Robots meta. This is called simply I can say that if you want to communicate with the search engine, let's say this simply help you to communicate your indexing preferences for a search engines, like what to crawl, what not to crawl. So like in the sitemap you have specified, right, what to crawl and all. So this robots meta will just let you know how to communicate and how to what are the indexing preferences you have. So that will make this will let search engines to know what exactly you want to crawl, what exactly you don't want to crawl. So you should always put it index so that this will let search engines know what exactly your preferences are. Then here comes advanced robots meta. So the name implies it's an advanced option again. Now when someone searches for any query, they can see some snippets, right? Some rich snippets here. So if you want to show a rich snippet text format, like length of the text format, you can always change the length of a text format, like you can increase it or you can decrease it. So by default, this is the number. So you can, I would recommend going with this number for text length. And this is a video preview. And this indicates, the recommended version of a snippet. And here comes image preview. If your content shows in a SERP, how your image and in which size your image has to be displayed. This simply lets you know how your stuff will appear in SERP, how your website content will appear in SERP, how would be your image, how would be your video, how would be your snippets appears in SERP. Then here this option we have already gone through, like non-indexing your categories. And here come separate character. If you have seen in meta titles and meta descriptions in SCRP, we have noticed the keywords the keywords are consisting of some separators. Let's see here. Okay, if you can see here, 6 popular ways to do intermittent fasting. Here it is showing you some hyphen and then health link, right? And here it is showing you intermittent fasting hyphen Wikipedia. So what is the separator here? The separator is hyphen here. The separator is hyphen. Here the separator is comma. Here the separator is hyphen. Hyphen. So like this, how you want to separate your titles. Okay. So now can you see this? This is how it appears. This is. So what exactly if you want, you can also customize on your own. So I would prefer going with this. So this is how our preview looks like. So when I write some title, so if I separate something, this would be the character which is used for separating, right? And the next thing is capitalize a titles. So capitalize titles means the first character of your word, whatever the title you write, the first character of a word will be in a capital. So now let's say you're writing a something like how to do intermittent fasting. So this is your title. So what happened if you use this capitalize? This is how your title would be. How to do intermittent fasting. So the first character of a word by default it would be a caps. So here this is a global settings, guys. Whatever the settings you choose here, it will apply for all the post titles and all the page titles. So I want to have a capitalized title. It would be, it would be more a bit attractive, I can say. And here comes open graph thumbnail. Open graph thumbnail means, the open graph means when someone searches for your website, you can see a graph, a map, or else the website, the website, body, the subject, it will show you. So if you want to show any image, a preview image for your open graph, then this would help you. So it will represent your business. So make sure that you have some open graph thumbnail. So it is always better. So I have my logo. If you want, you can also add by clicking on add or upload file. And then here comes Twitter card type. So this Twitter card type will help you to create a cards when someone shares your information on the Twitter, or when someone shares your blog on a Twitter, this Twitter card will apply simply. So after this, finally, once after choosing what exactly you want, click a save or changes. Right. The next. The next option, local SEO. This local SEO will let you know, will help you to optimize your business if it is local. I mean, if it is simply, I can say it's like local listings. Okay, so when someone searches for nearby or nearby hospitals, nearby something, so if you want to display your entire website informations, or if you want to do optimize for such type of queries, then this local SEO would be always better. So if you are concentrating and if your business is local listings, then I would suggest you going with the local SEO. So click on local SEO and here comes person or company. So give a name of your company. So if it is a local business, if it is a business or a service oriented business, I would recommend you going with organization. Or if it is your personal blog, or if it is your personal portfolio, I would recommend going with a person. It's up to you. So choose a name, choose a logo, URL of your website, and then email. So enter the email and give the proper address of your website, of your company, and then give address format, address, locality, region, and postal codes. And here comes business type. Choose it like a organization, which type of organization. Again, sub items also you can choose. And opening hours, when it is open, when it is closed, you choose this opening hours. So this is all about local SEO, optimizing for a local listings. And the next thing is social meta. So making search engines to index your social media pages as well. So give your Facebook URL if you have. So let me just give. Okay, so here you have to give your Facebook URL and Facebook authorship. So here you have to enter the Facebook, your personal Facebook URL, Facebook account URL. Why? Because when someone shares the content of your Facebook page and all, it will show you the author name, like who is the author of this page. If you have to display, if you want to display the author name, then you have to show up, then you have to give your Facebook account profile link as well. Okay. Then here comes Facebook admin. So here there is a numeric user ID. So there are some blogs where you can find out the admin user ID as well. So you can go ahead and give it, but those are not required. If you want, you can just go and give the, if you enter the URL, or else if you enter your Facebook page URL, automatically it gives you the numeric user ID of your Facebook. So then you just have to enter over here and give your Twitter username as well. So you have to give your Twitter profile username. So the URL, it is asking you the username. Okay, right. Finally, save this. All right. So the next option is home page. So here, as I have already made my home page or made my page as a static page, that's the reason it is not giving me options. So because we can directly enter into our home page and we can directly give our meta titles, directly we can optimize in the home page itself. So here it is giving us a steps also. So you can just go here and edit your page and then give do optimization. So that thing we have already discussed in the previous section while we were discussing about on-page SEO. In the on-page SEO, I have clearly explained how to optimize any page or any with the rank math. And here comes authors. So the authors, like definitely for a WordPress website, we'll be having an authors to write a blogs and all. So if you have 2 to 3 bloggers or 2 to 3 authors to write a content, or there are few authors who frequently share the content, right? If you have a multiple authors, then I would recommend you going with a enabled, so that you can give the details. Otherwise, if you have only one author, I will recommend going with a disabled option. So I have only one author, I would like to go with a disabled. And then here comes save changes. All right. So the next option is misc pages. Okay. misc pages, it is simply the miscellaneous pages in the websites, like the pages which are empty, the pages which are having 404 errors. So for that, we are just giving some titles, like what would be the title suitable, what would be the title you can give for 404 pages. So the title that you can give for 404 error pages, and here comes, this is how it appears in the search results title. So you can always change it, like what you should show up for 404 errors. Like I would like to go with the title, site title or site description, current date, current day, current month, current year, organization name. Okay, post title, or I'll go with the post title like this. So this is how, if you want, you can completely edit and then start from the scratch. So what you want to show. So first I would like to go with a site title name, site name. So it will show you site name. The next, separate characters. What is the separate character I used? Hyphen. So it will show up like hyphen. Can you see? This is the hyphen. The next I would like to go with current year. So 2021. So like you might have noticed, like when you search for a query for search titles, you might have noticed the current year also. So by default, if you change here, for all of your blogs, it will show you the current year in the search results title. Okay, right. And again, this is one more option which is important: non-index password protected pages. If you have let's say, we might be having some password protected things, right? So that also can be created, I mean, that also will be having a pages. If you want a search engines to index your protected password protected pages even, then you can put it on. So I don't want to index it, let put it is off. Okay, so let us protect it by not indexing. So finally, save. Okay, where is this miscellaneous pages? Yeah, miss. Oh, so here, if you don't want to index a search engines, the password protected pages, then you have to put it on. Then here comes non-index archive pages, like taxonomy pages and all. If you don't want a search engines to index that pages even, then you can put it off like this. Then save changes. Right. And then next, what is the next option? Post types. So here comes the posts. Let's see what is there in the post. Yes, here comes the main concept, the default settings for all of your posts in the website. So whatever you apply over here, it will directly apply by default for all of your posts. So okay, let me start from the scratch. So I would like to have by default post title. Okay, so the post title I'll be having. Then I'm gonna have a separator here. The next, I would like to have site title. Then I would like to have current year. So what happens if I mention the current year? So people tend to click on our title. Okay, so I would better impress users by for clicking on my title. Then here comes single post description. So you can give default description also here. Okay, so for this also default descriptions. Again, you can decide according to your website informations, website requirements. Then schema type for articles, like for blogs or for post. What is the type of schema that you want to apply? Article or book, music, product, what is the type of schema? So person, services. So article would be better as it is a post. Then you can also write a headline for your post by default. Okay, I'll go with the post title. Okay, that is fine. And here you can also have a descriptions also. Then article type, what is the type of article, whether it is a type of article, whether it is a type of blog post, or whether it's a type of news article. So what exactly the type of your blog? So it's a blog post again. So do you want robots meta, do you want the post to be included in the robots meta? Then select yes, otherwise no. Then links suggestion. So link suggestion means if you enable this while you are editing any content within the page or like in the post, you can see a link suggestion at the bottom right side, so where it will let you know that when to use links, where to use links also. It gives you the suggestions that hey, you have to use some internal links here, hey, you should use some external links here. So it just gives you the suggestions to use some links in the content, right? And primary taxonomy, so make sure that the taxonomies or categories here. Why? Because that's the way I can associate the post. The taxonomies are mainly of, we call them as a categories again. Then add SEO controls here. So here add SEO controls are like when you optimize any content, right side you can see some SEO controls, like it will show you the what is in green color, what is in red color, like we have seen in the on page SEO. Left hand, right hand side you can see those are like SEO controls. And then bulk editing. So bulk editing means, I don't know whether you have noticed or not. Okay, let me show you. If you can see here, for each and every post I have a SEO details right over here. So can you see, by just clicking on pencil icon here, I can I can edit all the things bulk over here. So this is called bulk editing. So you can edit the you can edit your post bulk over here. So that is because of this option. If you enable this only, we are going to get that option, otherwise no. Okay. Then finally, save changes. Right. This is all about posts again. And the next thing is pages. So what is the default title you want to apply for your pages? You can apply again the same process. Site title or site description, current month or current year. And then description, schema, what is the type of schema? And headlines, description, article type, it's an article or blog post. Then next, link suggestions, bulk editing, and save changes. Right. Yes. And then attachments. So here this attachment you have to enable it in the parent section. Anyhow, this is not required. You can leave it. Landing pages, again landing pages. So what all the titles and by default descriptions and titles you would like to apply for all the landing pages you have in your site, that you should just have to enter them. So landing page title, schemas, link suggestions, everything. Control bulk edit, the same options again, and save changes. All right. So this is all about title and meta. So we have seen here applying a default meta titles and meta description for our posts and pages and schema. We can apply the default schema types for all the pages and posts, right? So this is how we can properly use this titles and meta. So now let us go to the next section called general settings. Let me explain you a few more features in this general settings. All right. So in the general settings, here comes the first option, links. So here, what is the link? If you can see here, there is a link. Assume that Digicourse dot in slash category slash post. So now what happens if this is my URL? So by default, the category will be added in every URL. So if you don't want the category to be added in any URL, then you can put it off. So what happens here, if I disable that, my URL looks like this, just so without category, this is how my URL. So better, I will not recommend enabling this. Why? Because it is not required. So having a category in the URL just makes the URL lengthy. So no use again. So make it bit shorter, and so it looks very simple and short. The next, redirect attachment. So if you want to make some redirections, then this option, this rank math, will be helpful for you. And there you go. No follow external links. We have already seen this option, not to follow an external links, and no follow image links as well. Like if you have any links given for the image to an external website or any other external link, so if you don't want that link to be followed, then you should always put it off. Then you have also seen open external links in the new tab. Save changes. Right. And there you go, breadcrumbs. So we all know what is meant by this breadcrumbs. So if you can see here in my website, the breadcrumbs simply lets user know where they are, in which page they are, from where they are, actually from where they've been to this page, and in which page they are in right now. So it will let users know the path of their path simply. Now let's say I been to home page, I been to blog page of my site, and let me click. Yes, if you can see this is my breadcrumb. So I have a user been to home to blog, and then blog to this post page. Okay, okay. So this is how the breadcrumb will appear in the website for a user. If you want to display the breadcrumb, you can also do it by enabling this. The same here again. So once you enable this, the option will start showing you, and you just have to edit those. Separate character. Separate character means this is how. Can you see? After home page, it is separating with a arrow mark here. So if you want, you can also use some other characters like hyphen, this or this or this or this. It's up to you. So how you want to separate the paths. So I would like to go with this. Then show home page a link. So now here, if you want a home is let's say here I have a home. So now my home page is clickable because of this option. Home page link I'm showing. Then home page label, how you want to show your home page, like home page or about us page, or how you want to simply show it. It is simply representing. So I would naturally want to go with the home page. So what is your home page link? So when someone click this home, where you want them to redirect? So obviously it's your front page or home page link, right? And finally, okay, you have a few more options here. It's like labels. Now you will be having a search bar in the this search bar in the website, right? So for this also you can add one label like results for, or you're searching for, like this you can add some label, so that when someone click on that, now let's say you've been to here, and after you clicked it, so now let's say I have clicked on this redirect, clicked and click this, I've been to this. So here in the middle it will show you, I have used this search results, right? In the middle it will show that label. Okay, so results for, or else you are searching for anything, you can give a label. Then for not for a error, like in the middle, while you are browsing in the website and within the breadcrumbs, like you might, if you have noticed any error like for not for error, so how the label has to be, so how it has to show. So for not for error, page not found, or page not existed, like this, like that you can give. Then do you want to hide a post title from the breadcrumb? So now here this is the post title. the my post title is appearing because I haven't hide it. So if you want to hide it, then put it on. Okay, and do you want to show categories? Put it on. So do you want to show taxonomy name like categories name? Show it. So show blog page, you want to show as a blog page even, then put it on. So otherwise put it off. Okay, and finally save changes. This is all about breadcrumbs. Okay, the next goes is Webmaster tools. So we know that we have some Google Search Console, Bing Search Console, like Webmaster tools and all. So if you want, you can also connect them if you haven't connected yet with your websites. If you have already connected your website with the Webmaster tools, then it is not required. Why? Because this will help you to connect the Search Console with the WordPress website. But if you have already done it, no issues. Okay, you can just leave that. Then here comes others, this is not required. And then edit robots.txt. So again, we are going to discuss about this robot.txt in the technical SEO section. Robot.txt is nothing but like what all the things you don't want search engines to crawl. So what exactly you don't want to crawl? So by default, this is the robots.txt structure. So by default, the Rankmath will create a robots.txt for you. Okay, so for this, you don't have to do anything extra basis. You just have to, uh, install the Rankmath for having this robots.txt. And if you want to edit the robots.txt, you have always option to edit. So you just have to write like this and then enter it and disallow what all the content you don't want to allow search engines to crawl. Let's say I don't want to crawl my about us page. Let's say I don't want to crawl my contact us page like this. So what all the things you don't want to crawl. So again, about this robots.txt, we are going to discuss in deep in the technical SEO section. And finally, save changes. And yes, these are our two main big settings in the Rankmath. Remaining all the things are like very easy to understand and easy to use even. The next thing is sitemap settings, like whether you have a sitemap. So can you see here? By default, Rankmath have created a sitemap here. So what you just have to do is open your Google Search Console now and upload your sitemap over there. So you don't have, earlier it was very difficult to have a sitemap, but now due to these plugins and all, it became very easier to have a sitemap. So this Rankmath directly creates a sitemap for you. So you just have to open your search console and then upload it. So now open your sitemap here and then enter your sitemap. So what is the sitemap there? What was the sitemap? This, right? Copy it and paste it. Okay, let me just, I got this. This is my Digicourse, right? This Digicourse dot, and then submit it. Submitting the sitemap. Submitted sitemap successfully. That's it. So sitemap have already created by a sitemap. We just submitted it. So what do you want to include in a sitemap? So do you want to include images, and do you want to include a featured image, like in the blog post you might be having a featured image, right? Do you want that to be also included in the sitemap? Then include it. Okay. Do you want any post to exclude in the sitemap? Let's say you don't want that to be included in the sitemap so that Google can crawl it. So if you don't want, then you can exclude any post. Let's say you have some, whatever the post you have, beverages, you have some post on beverages. So you can just enter the text and then put it comma. So for this post, this post will not be included in your sitemap. Okay. So like this, whatever the terms you don't want to include in the sitemap, you can just put it over here and save changes. So again, these post options we have already seen the sitemaps of post. Whether you want to include the post in the sitemap, whether you want to include the pages in the sitemap, whether you want to include the pages in the sitemap or not. So what you want to include, what you don't want to include in the sitemaps. That's it, guys. And then status and tools, like you can see the version of Rankmath over here. So what is the WordPress you're using and what is the version of Rankmath you are using, the versions. If you want like more about this Rankmath, you can just go here, sitemaps. Here comes S404 monitor, enable this. So this 404 monitor will let you know what all the pages or what all the posts are, what all the posts are showing a 404 errors. So which pages be into this 404 errors, and if you want the images to be optimized, so enable this image SEO also, like images also will be optimized. If you want the post to be indexed instantly once after once after you publish any post, so do you want the search engines or do you want this rank math to intimate a search engines to index your data, then enable this, so it will index as soon as possible. So this plugin will let search engines know, hey, please come and index the data. Okay, if you want, you can also choose this. Then local SEO and knowledge graph. So if your website is serving local location, do you want to show up knowledge graph, then this would help. And then do you want a schema, then make it enable. Then role managers we have seen, like let's say if it is an administrator, what are the roles that he will be managing. If it is an editor, what all the roles he will be managing. And here comes sitemap. So whether you have a sitemap or not, enable, it will let you know the having the sitemap also. And redirections, if you have any, if you want to do some 301 and 302 redirections, this plugin will help you. So if you want to have that, then enable that. Otherwise, it you don't need to enable this. Right. So this is how we use a rank math for optimizing our content within the WordPress website. It is very, very helpful. Instead of doing everything manually on your own, this default automation would really save your time and would really improve the rankings of your website in SERP. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope it brought you value. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon too, so that you don't miss out the other tutorial. See you in the next tutorial. Take care. Bye bye.